Hey, what's up? This is Peter and I'm going to go deep and meaningful today for vlog number 12. So a good buddy of mine, Thomas Banks, asked me a question last week on vlog number 3 in my YouTube comment stream. And what Tom asked me was, can you do one about what makes you successful? So can I do a vlog about what makes you successful? And the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh, this guy must think what do I know about success? And I kind of kicked myself in the ass because I asked myself that question. And since then, this question's been on my mind almost every single day. Like, how am I going to answer this? And so that was back in vlog number 3. We're up to vlog number 12 now. So can I do one about what makes you successful? So yesterday was Sunday and I went to a wellness circle. And if you don't know what a wellness circle is, here's what it is. A wellness circle is a monthly gathering. In this case, it's a monthly gathering designed to bring like-minded people together to connect and share and learn about all things wellness. And so each month, this particular wellness circle focuses on one area of wellness improvement and discussion. So yesterday, the topic for discussion at the wellness circle was holistic model of physical and mental health. So according to the holistic model of physical and mental health, we need to have a balance in various areas of our lives. And these areas are self-esteem, lifestyle, exercise, fun and play, relaxation and sleep, relationships, and psychological and mental. So it was at this wellness circle event that the answer to Thomas's question came to me, which was, what makes you successful? And I'll give you a story, tell you a story about something about self-esteem, okay? So for me, self-esteem, I believe, is the chief cornerstone to everything else in your life, whether it's success, wealth, good health, all those kind of things. As a child, I grew up believing that I was a worthless, good-for-nothing idiot. And that's just how it was reinforced by my dad as I was growing up. It was literally beaten into me. At some stage, I think I would have been the earliest I could remember, I would have been probably 5 or 6 years old, maybe. My dad used to sit down with me to teach me, help me with my homework. And if it wasn't that, it might be something else that, trying to spend time with my dad, learning something. And it was a frustrating, I can only imagine that it was frustrating for my dad. Anyway, I believed growing up that I was a good-for-nothing idiot. And it's interesting because looking back after, obviously I've had lots of counseling and all that kind of stuff, because looking back, people with high self-esteem don't put cigarettes in their mouth and suck toxic gas into their lungs. People with high self-esteem will not put needles into their veins and inject dangerous drugs and make themselves, high and then literally sick. People with high self-esteem won't eat poorly and put their bodies through pain. And so what's interesting is, as I was growing up, I wanted to please people a lot. And you don't know what you don't know, right? So I didn't have a concept of self-esteem. I was always looking to be validated as a child growing up. Even in my teens, I believed, because of my low self-esteem, I believed that I was worthless and, I was less than other people out there. So it was very hard for me to compete because I was already a loser. What's the point of even trying to compete? And so all my results in my life was not successful. And that's the thing. What makes you successful really is self-esteem. I mean, like I said, it is a huge question. What makes you successful is really to have the belief that you are success. you know that thing about be, do, and have? In order for you to have success, you have to do the things that make you successful. But before that, you have to be successful. You have to be success. You have to embody success. You have to believe that you are success. But even before that, you need to have the self-esteem that you need to have that belief that, that unwavering belief in a selfish way. Selfish is not a bad thing. Selfish is selfish, considering yourself. And so that's basically how it is. Like, what makes you successful is starting with your self-esteem and asking yourself, how do you feel about yourself? I mean, would you do the things that you do to yourself to someone that you loved and cherished? And this question that I've just asked you, man, ever since I had 2 kids, so Peachy has just turned 2 years old, and my new one, Perseus, he's probably coming to 5 months old now. I had a bit of a relapse when it came to my dad and things like that, upbringing, because I kept asking myself, how the can any man, any human being be so cruel to such innocent kids? How can they program? But again, that's living in the past. Let's live in the moment, right? Let's live in the moment, because it's in the moment that we can make a change and be successful. So it's when I had these 2 kids that I realized, how can, I can't do anything bad to these kids. I wouldn't want to inject harmful chemicals into my children. I wouldn't want to smoke a cigarette around my children. I wouldn't want to program and tell my kids that they're idiots or good for nothing or anything negative. All I want to do is make sure that my kids feel like they're successful, have an open mind and a platform to be creative and to be allowed to make mistakes, right? So that's really, if I'm not going to do it to someone I love and cherish, why would I do it to myself? Because at the end of the day, you could have the IQ of Albert Einstein, you could have all the tools and tricks of the trade at your disposal, but if you don't have self-esteem, if you don't have the belief in yourself that you are worth being the best version of yourself constantly and improving, then everything is for nothing. All right. So Tom, I hope I've answered your question. It's coming from a deep place. And thank you so much for asking that question. Look, if anyone else wants to ask questions, I'm happy to answer them if I'm able to. So that's pretty much it. I'll end it right now. If you have had some value from this, then feel free to like it and share it and subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting other videos over the coming week, more particularly for entrepreneurs getting into vlogging and how to be successful. So thank you very much for your attention. Together, we are better.